tell me a story, just a quick story about Bill Paxton that you remember that from working with him, because and how were you close with him, and how did him passing affect you?
Well, Bill and I did a movie called Lords of Discipline together. That's where I met Bill. And Bill is a live wire. Bill is, he comes into a room and you know it. A lot of fun, very passionate, knows films well. I had worked at Roger Corman's company with Jim Cameron. I did 5 movies with him. So I knew Bill before he met Louise. He met Louise when we were right at the end of Lords of Discipline. And then we went over and did Aliens together. That was the greatest time that I had with Bill. I mean, next time you have me on, I'll tell you, because it's about a 10-minute story, or maybe I could cut it down, but to really do it justice and really to do Bill justice, I'll come back. But he was, he seemed to enjoy life more than other people. He seemed to like eat life and, with a smile, and he was always kind of bigger than life. And as an actor, he got started off that way, and he was so great in Aliens for being, that's a little bit like Bill Paxton without the coward part, okay?
Right.
That's a little bit like who Bill Paxton was. But throughout the years, he was able to bring that down. And by the time he was working with Billy Bob Thornton and doing his television series for HBO, he was just a really good actor. And his being hired was not based on his personality, but he's an infectious personality who I spent a couple. Yeah, I didn't know him as well before. I saw him on the 25th anniversary of Aliens. And we were talking a little bit, and he started to talk to me about something to do with his heart. And I was listening because I've had open heart surgery. That's another.
He's coming back, Ryan. Don't you worry. Open heart, Bill Paxton stories. He's coming back. Go ahead. He's telling you about his heart.
Yeah, well, he started talking to me about his heart, and I've got Rico Simonini is my cardiologist, one of the best in the country. And I had my heart surgery done by a guy named Bud Frazier, who's more used to doing heart transplant. Mine was a 1-foot putt.
Stent.
I was born with a regurgitating valve or a heart murmur. So I've had it my whole life, but I got to be 52 or 3 or whatever it was. It was right after I had my stroke. Oh, no, it was before. I don't know, whatever.
But anyway, he's telling you about his heart.
So he started talking to me about his heart, and somebody pulled me away. And so I never had the conversation with him because I would have immediately said to him, you got to talk to my guy, Rico. He's the best in the business. I've had it, and he was aware of that. And I think he probably wanted to talk to me about it. Bill went to Cedars-Sinai and was operated on. And my opinion is that they butchered him. And I think that his family felt that way. They filed a lawsuit against Cedars, which was finally, it was supposed to go to court last December, and they finally settled out of court. It was a very simple surgery, what he was doing, and he had a doctor that
messed it up.
Well, according to Bill's to Bill's family, he made a lot of mistakes, and I had a little bit of inside knowledge on what happened. And here's the thing about it is, we've all got a date with our name on it, and Bill's happened to be that. Nobody could have enjoyed life more than Bill. Nobody could have had more fun. Nobody could have loved as much as he did. Nobody could have been a better father. He was human, he and I used to get into some trouble together, so he was human. But one of the and I kind of took him on as a younger brother because I had worked more at the time, so I felt like I helped him become, from an acting standpoint. He used to go to a acting coach that I first started with named Vincent Chase, and he stayed with Vincent Chase right up until he died. But he didn't need to die, but none of us need to die. And
Were you very upset about it? Did it really impact you?
Yeah.
Really hit you?
Yeah. Yeah. I just because, we're all going to die, but when it happens like that, when it happens because of violence or because of somebody making a mistake or somebody's hubris and thinking, no, I'm going to try it this way, and
It's harder.
it makes it more difficult. And more than anything else, I miss him.